Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Nikki and this is my mama,
Dr. Sara Siso. We are both holistic health practitioners, and today we're going to show you how to make onion bread. It's absolutely delicious.
It's so good.
Yes, so we're going to start with 3 large onions. I have already 2 here that I already finely shredded. Okay,
Nice.
but I'm going to show you how to do this one. So you want to cut it into half first, and then quarter it. There we go. Then you want to put the shredder into your food processor.
It's that flat blade that goes on the top. It looks like a disc, right? Okay.
And then you put the onion, you open the chute, and you put the onion, just half of it, inside like that. And there we go. And you press it, it goes down. Now you do the same thing with the other half. Just like that. Voila! That's how easy it is.
Nice. While she's doing that, I wanted to mention that onions are actually full of the flavonoid quercetin, which is very good for your colon and your stomach because it's anti-tumorous, so it prevents against colon and stomach cancers. How interesting is that? They're also loaded with vitamin B6
loaded with antioxidants.
Yes, and vitamin C.
Which is the antioxidant vitamin.
Correct.
Okay, here we go. So we have all the onions in. If you get big pieces like that, take them out and just chop them a little bit, just like that, just thin slices.
Do you know why it has the effect on the eyes?
Oh gosh, it does burn. But you know, if you want onion that doesn't burn, I would use Vidalia onions or even scallions or shallot. Shallot doesn't make you cry, okay? A little bit of crying, it's okay because it's really cleanse your eyes, but you don't want it to be when you are really bulging, you know? You don't want that effect because if it gives you that effect externally, imagine what happened internally when you're eating it, okay? So you want it to be more on the mild side. All right, so now I'm going to take the sunflower. It's 1 cup of sunflower seeds. You take that and turn it into a flour. It's raw sunflower seeds, so don't buy the roasted or anything like that. It has to be raw, organic. Okay, and we're going to turn it into a flour.
This only works when it's dry. Don't put any water, right? So you want to take the nut as dry as it is and then blend, right?
Yes, and here is the flour. So we're going to put the flour right in on top of the onion.
Do you want me to hold this here so people can see?
Yes, you can.
There we go. I'm useful.
Yes, you are. Okay, and then we are going to do the same thing with the flax seeds. So sunflower has got your E vitamin, it's got the antioxidant vitamin, and they're also loaded with protein. And here we have a flax seed, 1 cup of golden flax seed, loaded with your omega-3. So let's put that in, and we're going to turn that into a flour also.
Ooh, your flax seeds. What are the benefits of flax seeds, Mama?
Well, it's great for your brain. It's an amazing brain food.
Omega-3s. Also really good for diabetics, for controlling your blood sugar. I get flax in my diet as often as possible. I put it in my smoothie. I put it on my salad dressing. Wonderful.
Okay, so here's your flaxseed flour. Look how beautiful. Lovely. There we go. And now we're going to put some spices. So I have the cayenne. The cayenne is really an amazing, it's again loaded with antioxidant, and it's also great to cleanse your blood. So it flushes toxicity out of your blood system. Okay, so I have here 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne.
It's a lot.
And to that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of coconut amino.
Ooh, this stuff I love. It's almost like a sweet soy sauce in flavor, but it comes from the coconuts.
And then we want to use a 1/3 cup of rosemary, fresh rosemary. So I'm just going to show you what I do. Okay, after you wash it, you take it and you just pull it down and you got the rosemary in your hand. All right, you don't want the stems, so I just pull the leaves. And then here's the 1/3 cup, and you want to chop it really fine, because if it's not chopped fine, where's my chef knife? I had it here a second. Here it is. All right, so you want to really chop it really, really fine.
This doesn't work if you just put it in a blender, by the way.
No, it
It
doesn't.
stays whole. I don't understand why.
Even in the food processor, it would stay whole.
It's amazing.
So the best to do it with a knife. It's very, very quick, as you can see. You want to chop it really nice and fine.
Oh, the smell, the aroma from that
It's
is
amazing.
delightful, huh?
And again, rosemary is fantastic for you. It's loaded with antioxidants.
So we keep talking about these antioxidants because they go after free radicals and they help your body stay clean and your immune system very strong. Okay, so make sure, that's why we keep talking about these free radicals, these antioxidants, the vitamin A,
They
C,
go
and
after
E.
free radicals.
Right, they go after free
And
radicals.
destroys them. So very, very important to eat food that's loaded with antioxidants. Keeps you looking young and keep the free radicals out of your body. All right, so here it is. So we put it right on top. And now for binding, I usually do not use any oil on my recipes, but for this case, I'm going to use just 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You want to make sure if you're buying olive oil that it would be organic, unfiltered, unrefined, and first cold press. So first cold press, that means when they take the olives and press them for the first time. If you see just cold press, that means they took the pulp and put it through the machine again, and that gives you just cold press. It's not as good, all right? So you get more nutrition in the first cold press. All right, but better not to use oil altogether, because it's really not, it's an empty calories. It's not something you really need in your diet. Anyway, so for binding, I would use 2 tablespoons of olive oil in here.
I wonder if there's anything else that you could substitute with.
Well, you don't have to use anything, really. I mean, I believe it, no, I don't think it's essential. I think it would still bind. But this is my old recipe, so I'm going to stick to it for this purpose. Yeah.
Don't mess with mama's recipes.
Exactly. But definitely give it a try without and see how it works for you. If it binds nicely, great, then you don't need it. But if it doesn't, just put 2 tablespoons of it. All right, so now you really want to, first of all, you want to just mix it like that, nice and gentle. So everything's coated the onions, okay? Coat the onion, just like that. Now you want to put the mussels into it.
Yeah.
Really give it muscles, because what happens when you're squeezing it hard, you're making the onion excrete the juices from the onion, and that's what makes it bind like a dough. So that's what you really want to do. Really, really hard. And it would make your whole entire home smell so good.
Oh my God, this is the most delicious thing you've ever tasted. Oh. So once you're done doing all this, we're gonna lay it out on a tray,
Yes.
right? And then you put it in the dehydrator for how long?
Overnight, I like to leave it overnight in the dehydrator.
Overnight.
Yes, and then it's dry pretty much both sides. But because don't forget, you're putting big pieces of onion in here, it does take all night to become soft.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd be crunching into the bread. You know, it would be very crunchy. So anyway, this is ready. It's already sticky, just like a dough. And that's what exactly I wanted to get. And I'm going to take a piece now, a little bit here. No, Nicola, not yet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put it on my board.
Ah.
And I'm going to shape it into a slice of bread.
Oh, interesting. I've never seen her do this, so this is a first time for me as well.
That was my biggest seller when I had my raw vegan restaurant. I used to make lots of sandwiches with that, and people just loved it. It was called a orgasmic sandwich. And you can put tahini, hummus, salad, pesto inside, anything you want, and create that beautiful sandwich. It's really lovely. And then you want one of those little things to cut the bread, to shape it. So I'm going to start cutting from here. This way you get the exact same size all the way. So it's a cutter and a lifter. I use it for both. But it really gives you a guideline.
Oh, you're making
There we
perfect
go.
square.
Perfect square.
Look at the perfection.
Absolutely. So here it is.
I would have taken that whole thing and put it.
So there we go. You see? Beautiful square. And you want to start making square like that and just putting them on the tray and dehydrate it overnight, and you have beautiful, beautiful slices of bread.
And you can see it's pretty thick. So
It's about a 1/4 inch
Yeah.
thick. You don't want to go over 1/4 inch because then it will take forever to be ready. All right? Dehydrate it overnight at 104.
Woohoo! What if they don't have a dehydrator?
Then you can put it in the oven at very low heat. Okay, or buy one. Invest. Invest in it. You know, it's really a good idea to have it dehydrated at home. You can make so many amazing things.
Yeah, you really can. It's actually quite a blessing to have.
Absolutely.
And it keeps all that nutrient density in your food, because when you cook
Exactly.
your food, you heat it over 104, you lose those nutrients.
You lose the enzyme also. The enzyme
Yeah.
just dies.
So we're eating for nutrition, right? Every bite should be nutrient dense. So that's what we're doing here. We're preserving all those nutrients for you.
And you need the enzyme to transport all the nutrients into your blood streams.
Exactly.
So very, very important. There we go. We have another slice.
Wow. Oh, you're quick. I didn't even see you do that.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that slice.
Wow. See it?
All right. Enjoy it in good health. Thank you so much for watching. And we shall see you in our next video.
Woohoo.
Thank
Bye.
you. Namaste.